Oh, good old Dennis. We always have fun out there riding dirt bikes. All right, so another dirt bike ride out in the desert, about 4 hours from Vegas. This is, people are asking me where this area is. It's up by a place called PANACA. So near PANACA is another place called Pioche, and Pioche, I guess, used to be the capital of Nevada like 100 and something years ago. So kind of wild. It's like a little tiny area now. Really cool place though. Yeah, so I noticed on my videos that when I talk, they get a ton of hits. Some people don't like it when I talk. Some people like music. Some people like to just watch the bike. But the number one thing I've noticed is people like to hear what I have to say about the ride. So I'm going to walk you through on this ride, you know, kind of bike setup and what I'm doing and what I'm thinking. So this is a super tight trail, and the last few months I have stepped up my game on the dirt bike quite a bit. So I intensified my workouts a little bit. I try to go to the gym and work out at least 3 to 4 times per week. I never do less than 3. And I upped my workout by about 15%, just a little more intense. And the one huge thing I did, which has just blown me away, there's a guy on YouTube, a lot of people probably know him, this Ryan guy, who has the Rhino Power. It's like a supplement you take, give you energy. I've never taken it, but I was watching his videos about neck braces, and it's a really weird topic because when you hear the word neck brace, you think safety. And I watched his videos about them, and he talked about how they inhibit your ability to move around on the bike properly and have proper bike position. And I kept listening and watching and looking at my drone videos, and I realized how poor my position was on the bike and how I was not able to maneuver around properly. And I had a hard time doing it, but I took the neck brace off, and I immediately was at least 10 to 15% better on the bike and much quicker. It was amazing. Anyway, I threw the brace away, the neck brace thing away. It's a Liat. And I have to say now, I would never put one of those on again. I might put one on a little kid who's like 5 years old or somebody who's just starting to ride. But if you ride at a decent pace, they're just dangerous. I mean, it inhibits your ability to move on the bike properly so much. It's crazy. I never thought I'd do something like that, take it off, and then I realized those things are, I don't know. It's, all I can say is anybody, whoever wants to do what they want to do, they can do it. I did it, and I was blown away by how much better and how much safer I feel on the bike. It's really a game changer. So the other thing is, so my bike, people ask me about the setup. This is a 2021 KTM 300XC TPI. I run normal 91 gas. I don't put any kind of super race oil for the premix or anything like that. The tires I'm running, what I do is I have they're the ultra heavy duty tubes. I think super heavy duty or ultra heavy duty tubes. And I have right now on the bike the Tusk Recon tires. I wanted to try them out. I'd heard a lot about them. I've run Shinko before. I've run Bridgestone. I've run Dunlop. I've run Pirelli. The big brands, they're definitely lighter. For the motocross track, way better. A lot of my buddies like the Dunlop or the Maxxis or any of those brands a lot better. I like the Shinko because it just, man, the traction is incredible. And I tried that Tusk tire, the Tusk Recon, and I have to say I'm pretty impressed by it. I really like it a lot. It holds its line. I get so much traction with them. I run the front at like anywhere between like 11 and 14 pounds. That's because of the heavy duty tubes. I'm not a super heavy guy. The back I run at anywhere between 9 and about 11 pounds. So I don't have a lot of air in the tires, but I get so much traction and I'm able to corner so well. The back one I'm running is a 120, so it's pretty wide tire. I'll probably try their 110, but I gotta say I love them. They're definitely heavier than the name brand tires, but they run on this bike. For me, I'm an intermediate rider, and I'm not an expert. You know, some places in the more hard narrow stuff, I'm pretty good, but flat out, I mean, a lot of other guys can just blow my doors off, and I'm okay with that. I go out to ride to have fun. I don't, you know, even when I race, which I do once in a while, I only race when the ground's wet. I'm older. I'm 52, so I don't like racing in the dust anymore. I just hate it. It scares the hell out of me. But when I race or ride or whatever, my number one goal is don't crash, and number two is have fun. So I've learned the hard way from crashes, breaking my back, crushing my sternum, all that stuff, that I don't want to go to the ICU ever again. I don't want to go to the ER, and you know, I just try to ride a nice, safe line all the time, and I try not to go too fast, and I definitely know that momentum's your friend, so I also don't ride too slow. That slow part really screws you up. And back to that neck brace thing, I have to say, that slows you down. I had many more close calls with that neck brace than I ever did without it. And I haven't worn the neck brace now for probably 3 to 4 months. And I mentioned I'd broken my back before, and yes, I was wearing a neck brace when that happened. And I popped my T7 out, and it's amazing that I can still walk. I still, to this day, the neck brace actually broke my chest protector. So I don't know, you know, only the Lord knows what would happen if I didn't have it on, but I'm guessing I would have rolled out of it way better, and I wouldn't have popped my T7 out, because that's kind of right where the neck brace pushes down on the chest plate. But at any rate, you know, riding, I try to ride like on this kind of trail. This is all, I'm in second and third gear. I try to keep the motor at a nice even pace. I try not, I don't know if you listen to the motor here, I try not to give it too much gas, and I try not to give it too little gas. I try not to wind the motor up too high, because sometimes you just get way too much torque and you go shooting into the trees. But I try to keep the wheel spinning without having it spin on the ground, so to speak. So I don't want to shoot dirt everywhere, because every time you lose traction like that, you lose control. That's what I find. But man, I ride with a great group of guys, and you know, that's the thing. It's like buy 50 gallons of gas, ride your bike, buy 100 gallons of gas, just keep riding. That's how you get better. I've been riding now probably 15 years. I'm 52, so I started again after, you know, riding as a kid, but that was way back when. But I started riding when I was about 37, so I've improved dramatically during that amount of time. And for me, you know, having this KTM 300, which is set up for desert, it's just an awesome bike. Nothing but fun. I have a smile ear to ear. I love it. Every time I go out, I get so excited to ride the bike. Having a good bike that's set up properly for the desert. We use experts to help me set them up. And man, just nothing but fun. This is the greatest hobby, greatest addiction. I absolutely love it. All right, guys. Take it easy. Enjoy it. They just kept going, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.